Yes, guys, are we live? I think we are. I'm just going to give it a little second. Oh, right. How do we talk about that one? What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Blues Fans TV. It's the live phone in Spurs versus Chelsea. We're out the cup on penalties. It's jarring as fuck. I don't know what to make of it. Let me see some of your early comments because this has been up for a little while. We can't. I know Hudson-Odoi missed a couple early chances, but I do think we could have done a bit better with the substitutions. First thing I want to say early on is let's not have any Mason Mount BS because he missed the penalty. I can't be asked for that stupid agenda to turn its head again. Everyone, let me know your thoughts. There's already Spurs fans here. Congratulations, you got another fixture on your cramped fixture list for the season. I hope you lot enjoy it. Yeah, it is embarrassing that we lost to Spurs, but in the grand scheme of things, we've just been Mourinho'd. We really have just been well and truly Jose'd. And yeah, I don't know what to make of it. We're going to have guests coming in very soon. I've got my first guest here right now anyway. Ben, bro, what are you telling me, man?
At the end of the day, it's a loss to Tottenham, innit? That is tough enough as it is, but it's it's just it was a game of two halves, really. We come out first half and we absolutely smashed it. We done so well, and then obviously second half we just couldn't hold on long enough, and obviously 7 minutes till time we conceded and then ultimately lost on penalties. But it still goes to show that we still are, at the better club. Mourinho technically hasn't still beaten Lampard in 90 minutes. He's
we're still holding that.
We're still holding that win. We're still holding that dub. Still holding that dub. It's fine. Tottenham still can't beat us. Mourinho still can't beat Lampard. I'm holding that. But
okay, you know what? I'll have that at least. Any little bit of optimism. First optimistic point though. Timo Werner, first goal for Chelsea.
2-2 at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium at the shithole. Happy days, 2-2. And people trying to say that he got pocketed by a Tottenham defender. If he was being pocketed, he wouldn't have scored, would he? Come on, sort it out. However, speaking of Werner, good point for Mo. I don't know why he didn't take that last penalty. Look, nothing against Mason Mount. This ain't Mason Mount slander. Just obviously, I think Werner should have took the last penalty just because he's more experienced and he has, he was the main penalty taker for Leipzig. So I don't know why he didn't step up for the penalty against Tottenham.
Was he injured or what was the case for it?
I don't know. But it was weird not seeing Werner taking a penalty. It is what it is, isn't it? Mason Mount unlucky. Those things happen. The pressure's on. He hit the post.
And Zane again. Thanks for that, bro.
Big up, Zane. Big up, Zane.
You can't celebrate this because you're Arsenal. So I don't want to hear any of that.
Oh, apparently he said no to taking the penalty. That's weird.
Did he?
That's very weird.
Yeah. I need confirmation on that because I don't
know. That's something we need to confirm. But hey, hi.
What are your thoughts on the second half then and then Spurs' eventual fight back?
I think it was just more frustration that we didn't kill him off. This is where Mount might get a bit of slander, not because of the penalty, but because of his actions in the game. He had some chances to make a decent pass, and the pass went wrong.
Do you think he should have been subbed off earlier? Like even taking the penalty out of consideration?
No, I think Giroud and Mount were the ones who should have come off early, and only Giroud come off.
Okay, so it is true. Then he did have cramp.
I never thought I'd say this in my entire life being on Blues Fans TV, but I think Barkley should have come on. I really would have liked to see Barkley there.
Mad. You've got Ben petitioning for Barkley to get game time. What is this?
It's beating Tottenham, It's I
just put comments on as they go on.
Yeah, like literally. I mean, when it comes to that sort of thing, But I mean, I completely forgot what I said. I'm not even going to lie. Barkley. Yeah, when it comes to Barkley, how could you cope with us? Making you boys cry, making you boys cry in your own backyard. Tammy, make you cry. Like our youth team made you cry at the Emirates. Why are you talking? Sorry, mate. You know, wait till Ziyech's back from injury. Wait till Chilwell's properly fit. Wait until Thiago Silva's dwelled into the squad. Wait till Havertz is on fire, boys. I'm looking at 4-0, 5-0 against you, boys. Easy.
Yo,
Mendy.
you really want to say that on camera right now?
Listen, I can't be mean anymore. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I mean, fuck it at this point. I mean, we've lost to Spurs. It's already at the lowest point.
yeah, like they've won their cup final. You know, they'll celebrate that all weekend.
On the grand scheme of things, if we want to try and be optimistic, is it better for us that we got knocked out now and we don't have an extra fixture we need to look forward to? Because this is the most season in history.
Yes and no. Yes and no. Yes, it's good to have less fixtures. No, it's because of who we went out to. Like, I'm not taking an L to West Ham, to Tottenham. I'm not taking L's to Tottenham ever.
It's so heartbreaking. I saw Mason stepping up. I was like, don't be him. Please don't be him. Because I'm having shades of Lukaku and Tammy.
Yeah, and that's the issue is, like, whoever takes the last pen's always going to get hate if they miss. You know, Lukaku got bare hate against Bayern Munich. Tammy got bare hate against Liverpool. It's just things you've got to accept. You know, people miss pens. It happens. You know, Tottenham bottled it last time they come to our stadium. You know, Dyer skied it. Mora had it saved. And then we went through to the final. But everyone misses penalties. It happens. You can't give people stick for missing penalties. But everyone's saying that, you know, Lloris made this mad save to get... He hit the post.
Who's been saying Lloris?
No, like, literally everyone was going mad when the penalty first went past. And obviously on the replays, it was like hitting the post. Everyone was like, oh, Lloris, oh, yeah, Lloris, oh, yeah, Lloris, hey! And then he hit the post.
There's nothing... It's, in the grand scheme of things, it means nothing. It really does. But if we move on to the Crystal Palace game in a few days, how would this impact the lineup for you? Who do you think is going to start?
I think Mount gets dropped. I think it's going to be harsh on him. I can see him just not being played. I can probably see Kante. I don't know if it's going to be Jorginho or Kovacic, you know. I think maybe Kovacic, she got taken off early. So I think it might be Kante, Kovacic, and Havertz. And I think on the wings, it's going to be... I reckon Werner might go left wing again. I think maybe Tammy will start, and maybe Hudson-Odoi on the right. But I'd like to see... Yeah, I know he's going to be left, but I'd like to... I'd also like to see Ben Chilwell start again. Now that
he
he's
had a great
into
performance today, didn't he?
Yeah, now that he's returned to fitness, it'll be good to see him play. I think Thiago Silva goes back in. Marcus Alonso, done, just gone. He probably won't wear a Chelsea shirt unless, you know, Chilwell and Emerson get injured. Even then, probably, you know, Lampard will beg Reece James to go left back as opposed to Alonso. Who knows?
All right, Carl, any final points before we wrap this one up?
Yeah, you know, it's tough. You know, losing to Tottenham is always tough. I don't like it. You don't like it. No Chelsea fan likes losing to a B-Tech London team. But, you know, it's Mourinho's competition. You know, he wants it more than us. And at the end of the day, can we get Dom banned from the stream, please? Can we just?
I will just do this comment.
Right.
You know
Dom
what,
Rosso.
in fact, Dom, where are you? You can find yourself.
Dom Rosso.
You waste, man.
Dom Rosso is no longer working class. He's working class now. Sorry, he's not middle class. You know, he's no longer posh.
Dom, if you want to link onto the stream, though, let me know. We'll get you going for a couple minutes.
Yeah.
I pick up Jordan and the others because I know you're with them as well.
Love Jordan. No, I love Jordan. Jordan's just such a good guy, you know. Up the Jordan. Anyway, yeah, boys, it's been good. Yeah, get your next boy on and peace out.
All right, take care. Peace. All right, cool. We got a couple guys on. Jamie, I'm going to hold you for a sec because I don't know if Sammy's going to be here for too long. Sammy, what are you saying, bro?
Yes, bro. How you doing?
I'm good. Did you watch that?
It's bad, man. Look, let me just say a little message to you little Mount haters on Twitter. All right.
Oh, please.
I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie, yeah, that pass that he flopped to Werner was really bad. And I understand how this can frustrate fans, but you need to understand that he does more good than bad, so just give the kid a break. And the penalty, okay, that penalty was terrible, but How can you hate on Mount missing one penalty when Mendy was broken and refused to dive left? Mendy went.
Did he get
the
one
wrong
on
way?
each side, or was
He
it?
went
I don't
wrong.
know what
He went the
is,
wrong way
'cause
on
both
every
teams
single
went
penalty.
that same way.
I'm not saying Mendy had to make a save, but at least go the right way on one of them. At least, like, did you see Lloris the full time? He ran to an iPad and started watching stuff. That's why he didn't move when Jorginho took the penalty, because he knew Jorginho was gonna do that step, because he studied. And that's where I think it's Chelsea's goalkeeping coaches' fault, innit? They didn't like give him opportunities to study, because I think that's really poor in my opinion. Really, really poor. Because remember what Peter Cech said?
You remember Krul doing that for Norwich?
When we won the Champions League, Peter Cech said he was with Lolushon, and Jan said it as well. Apparently, they did whole 2 weeks, no training, just studying penalties and play from Bayern Munich. And this is where I think we kind of miss Lolushon, and we just need stuff like that,
we've
don't we?
missed Lolushon for years. It's another way that Courtois just messed us up.
But in terms of play, we were so bad, like boring. Since Chilwell went off, I don't know. We need to. I hate to say
See,
it, but
that's what I mean about our left backs. Emerson's dead. Alonso's dead. They're both dead.
Like, I know people know I'm the biggest Lampard in fan, but I am admitting Lampard's getting it wrong. But at the same time, it's still individual errors costing us. Again, it was Emerson's fault, where in the Premier League, Emerson wouldn't play in, so that goal wouldn't have happened. It's just the team. I'm not saying Lampard is not innocent. Let me make that clear to everyone. Lampard's not innocent, but it's the team letting him down every single week. Individual players.
Individual mistakes. You're damn right.
I know there's a time where you can like say there's enough. Like if Lampard plays Alonso again and then they make a mistake, that's all on Lampard. But I don't think Alonso's going to play ever again, because apparently they had that little argument. But this is where now it's a big challenge for Lampard. He's got a lot of pressure now, because once Ziyech is back, there's no more excuses for him, innit? Once Pulisic, Ziyech and Chilwell starts, then that's when all these excuses are gone. So that's when I think the pressure's going to get to him. So I reckon in 2 months' time, that's when we can actually be allowed to judge him. So it's going to be, I don't know. I don't know if I'm excited or scared, to be honest. I don't know what you're on.
It's about the next couple of months. I think Manchester United is going to be a big game to see how far we've developed over the first 6 games. Thoughts on the Sammy Derby on Saturday, Palace Chelsea?
The thing is, one thing I don't like what Lampard does. Lampard does not play well against defensive teams. And this is why Mourinho and Conte thrived in the Premier League, because they play defensive football. We saw this with West Brom. When you play defensive when you play defensive teams in the Premier League, they want you to attack. Don't think because we've got 8% position we're playing well. They want you to attack, and then they punish you on counter-attacks. And Lampard
This is Jose Ball at his finest.
And Lampard's not clocking that at the moment. I don't like defensive football, but Lampard needs to know that if we're playing defensive team, don't fall out of attack, because they want you to do that. So, and I have a feeling Palace are going to go 100 man at the back against us. We're going to dominate play, and then you're going to see Batshuayi and Zaha do 2 runs and score 2 goals. And ex-Chelsea players love to score against us, don't they?
Yeah. I mean, Benteke got a couple on us last game, didn't he?
If Lampard plays defensive against Palace, we're going to win easily. If we play the counter, remember how we beat City?
Yeah.
That's how we should be playing against small teams, defensive teams.
Well, did we play 5 at the back against City, or was it? I don't remember.
I just remember Pulisic running, and that's it. Like, we didn't play well. We just kept countering. And that's what we've got to do against defensive teams. Make them come out, because we've got a better attack. So make them come to us, and then we'll punish them on the wing. Because that's what Werner and Havertz are good at, running. So that's what we need to do. But that's the thing. Lampard's so strict on trying to make fancy attacking football, which is a good thing. That's why he's there. But he needs to understand you cannot do it every single game. And this is why defensive football is Chelsea's most successful style of play in our history.
If we're built on anything, we're built on that, aren't we?
Yeah. It's the most horrible football. I hate it. I want to be like City and Liverpool, play nice. But you just can't do it every game with this team. Kovacic, Conte, so defensive. So you might as well play with strength. Kovacic and Kante, they're not that good at attacking, are they? They're not that great at going up forward. So build on that. Play to their style, because our midfield's been useless. Jorginho, he's not that great in attack as well.
We didn't really have much fight in the midfield. It was mostly Werner and
Exactly.
What's his name? Hudson-Odoi. That was it.
Yeah, exactly. So this is when I blame Lampard. But like I said, maybe his whole system is going to look completely different when there's Ziyech and Pulisic. Because don't forget, he's obviously studied his formation and tactics with his transfers. So his plan.
Yeah.
So these players and this team is not going to his plan at the moment. So, like you said, give it a few months and then I'll start judging. Who's that?
All right. Any other final points before we wrap this up?
You tweet a lot. Yeah, Mount was like great today, but give the kid a break. He's a kid, second year in the Premier League. Like if that was someone else, you wouldn't be hating. Just give him a break, innit?
All right. Well, thanks for coming on, Sammy. Appreciate
bro,
it.
That's one.
Get on
Cool,
safe. Right, perfect. We got a massive queue in here as well. Who else? Jamie, I kept you on for a little while, so I'll get you on now. What are you saying, bro?
Well, tough one to take, really. I wasn't happy with the last penalty taker, but according to Lampard, Timo Werner had a cramp, so he couldn't take a penalty.
Yeah, I heard that. So that's actually true then.
Yes, and Eric Dyer somehow got man of the match.
Eric Dyer got man of the match.
Eric Dyer got
out for a piss.
Yeah, he ran off for a piss down the tunnel, and he got man of the match in this game. I didn't think too much.
Tell me about
game.
the game, man, because it's such a Jose. It's such
good
a
point. I'll take the positives then. Timo Werner gets his first goal, which we've been waiting for. He's looked sharp. That Cesar did Sergio Aguilera like there's nothing. He's just made him go off the pitch.
Yeah.
There's a couple of things that I think, is he taking Chilwell off because he's going to play Saturday? Or is he taking him off because it's fitness? That's the other question. I think some of the changes he made is looking like who he's going to play Saturday, who he's not going to play Saturday. I'm hoping he chucks Mendy, give him another chance in goal Saturday.
Yeah, I don't think Mendy did not have a bad performance. If anything,
he didn't have a bad, and he actually caught the ball. He actually come for the ball.
Bro, I was celebrating every single catch, every save, everything, because we haven't been used to this in so long.
Zuma helped him out a lot, though. Him and Zuma tonight were...
Centre backs were immense. They were so good.
Yeah, it was just certain things. Some of the gameplay was good. Some of it was bad. Some of it was backwards. Some of it was forwards. And we let go a bit after second half. We let them come to us. And they came to us to take it to to penalties, as I should say. And I did say it would be a close game. I did say
it would be, but it's always individual errors, and I think that's something that we need to stamp out of our game. We always have.
I think he needs to tactically get him in. I think he needs to tactically get him in training and make him reflect on the mistakes they made and get them as a unit to go again, just to boost their confidence, just to get them go again, just get them all together. Go, you got to do this, you got to do that. That's your role. That's your role. Get on with it.
So what then? Do you think it's something? It's an unlucky game, or are you seeing a pattern? Because
I'm seeing the pattern because I see the pattern a lot. Like compare it to last season, we would have got beat. Technically, the last two games we would have got smashed from last year. If you think about it, it's an improvement, but we need more and more improvement. We need to stop seeing this pattern of consistency of these goals coming out of nowhere, where we've dealt with them most of the game, but then it's just that one moment where they've switched their heads off and they've scored. And it happens all the time. And it's just seeing the pattern. It doesn't matter who's in goal. It's just the matter who's in front of the goalkeeper is the problem. Well, who's the best two centre-backs? Who's better at right? Well, we know who's better at right back. Left back. Got to play Chilwell. You got to give him 90 minutes.
I don't even care about the Alonso start down with Lampard. If it just speeds up the inevitable,
that's all rubbish. I don't think anyone cares about him anymore. I think everyone's just fed up.
Yeah, I can't be bothered with it. If he ends up going, oh well. Emerson, it's not really any different. If
Hudson-Odoi tonight, it wasn't.
I thought he was great. He was unlucky towards the end.
Yeah, Mason Mount was unlucky to the pass to Werner. He tried picking up Werner, but he didn't do it too good. He just tried to go straight instead of trying to whip it round to him. And I thought Werner played brilliantly for a guy he does it again. He does it against Tottenham. He loves playing against Tottenham. But it's just the pattern of Mason Mount's not a fault. I don't know why everyone's giving him the stick for the penalty. And everyone's saying, oh, Lloris saved this. Lloris did not save it. It hit the post. and then moaning about it hit the post. And then all these Tottenham fans commenting, "Oh, woohoo, Tottenham won! It's the Carabao Cup. It's most probably the only trophy they most probably could win this year." With their
I'm asking everyone this question. I'm going to ask you it as well. In the long term, do you think it suits us coming out this early with how cramped the season schedule is?
With the Champions League, being in the Champions League, it does help because it's not now an extra game just before Christmas. It helps us out between the gap between the league game and where the Carabao Cup game would have been fitting. It gives us that breathing space now to actually go back to training and get ready for whoever we got. I think it's Arsenal after. It would have been Arsenal Boxing Day. Prepare for Arsenal because we never know.
Looking forward to Boxing Day. Hopefully,
I'm looking forward to playing some of it. I'm a bit worried about playing Man United though. Just a bit worried about playing.
Nah, because their team looks suspect as well. They always
they look suspect, but then we go again Saturday. You got to think who's going to play Saturday. And
how are you feeling about Saturday?
It's one of those games. It's Palace, bogey team. Always something happens in that game. Either a dodgy goal off. They come to us and they get 2 goals early on, or VAR like to get involved, or something like that. But I do think that we have to dominate and take it to them. Play how we want to play. Instead of going backwards, just lob it forward. First person, man on, goal. Just get a couple goals early on, kill the game off. We have to start killing these games off.
All right, any final thoughts?
Sucker for losing to Tottenham, innit? The amount of stick I'm getting right now, innit? I can't even show my face to my friends, innit? Especially one guy.
I'm not going up to Wembley for a good few weeks.
No, my mate that supports Arsenal told me they will get beat tonight. I'm like, fuck's sake. Sorry for my life, but I can't stand losing to these.
Jose, didn't we?
I can't stand losing to them. It's just, But it's still a good record. Mourinho still can't beat us with Lampard in charge in 90 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, we can hold on to that one.
Let them have their little fantasy tonight. Let them have their little celebration like they've won something. Because they ain't going to win the Champions League in the long run. They ain't got the squad. I think we got more chance this year. And that's just being big-headed.
Well, thanks for coming on, bro. Appreciate it. See you on Saturday, man. Take care.
See you on Saturday, yeah?
Right. Let me see what you guys are saying in the comment section before I get Lawrence on. That Tottenham win will ignite their season. You know what, bro? I hardly doubt that because they got another game in 2 games. I think that one's bigger than this one as well. I think it's just a bunch of trolls on here. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this. I'm gonna get Lawrence on quick. Lawrence, what are you saying, bro?
I'm good, mate. How are you? I'm disappointed.
Yeah, positive in this as I get that chat to you. It's been ages. How you been?
It has been ages. Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm good. They gutted about tonight in general, but other than that, I'm good. It's just annoying, do you know what I mean? Like, we were good first half, didn't quite do enough with it, I thought. And then the second half, I thought was a shambles. I don't know if you agree, but I thought second half was an absolute shambles. We did absolutely nothing.
We kept letting them further and further back into the game, weren't we?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it was weird. I also didn't understand. I heard you talked about it with Jamie now. The whole Chilwell thing, I think, well, he didn't start yet, so he's probably not fit for 90, so he played an hour. That's what I assumed.
Yeah.
But I still wanted, like, Giroud had an absolute mare. I don't know what, he couldn't get hold of a single ball today.
We should have taken him off at half-time, and it's not even his fault. The game just didn't suit him. He kept trying to lay it off to someone else, and the midfield's too compressed for it. Someone's always going to sweep it up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure whether I'm going to agree with it's not his fault or it's like, but it just didn't work. No, I would have just said to have an outlet. You know, they pushed us so much, and because Giroud is obviously not fast, you know, at least get someone on that we can play a long ball to. Because Timo had to come back and help the fullback because, you know, they were pressing us quite a lot in the end. And Mount he needs to stop playing him all the time. Not because Mount was so bad. He wasn't good today, but the guy played the full 90 in all 5 games so far. Like, of course, he's going to be shot.
$1 million now, isn't he?
Exactly. Like, obviously, he's going to be dead. Like, I don't know. I didn't.
You should have subbed him up a lot earlier.
Yeah, I was a bit weirded out. Like, I get Kante to see it up a bit more, but I think bringing Kai on for Mount and Tammy on for Giroud probably would have helped our game more than actually bringing Kante on, even defensively, because we would have just had more of an outlet.
Bringing on who? Havertz?
Yeah, Havertz for Mount and Tammy for Giroud, just to have a bit more of an outlet, have fresher players up front, because we conceded anyway, whether we brought... Pardon?
We did need something more in midfield because we never really had that bite in the middle. It was always about transitioning, moving it from side to side.
It's true. That's true, but does Kante give you that? It gives you more defensively, but I didn't think that's what we needed. I thought we just needed someone to get us out of being under pressure. And Kante helps us dealing with the pressure, but he doesn't stop us being under pressure, if you get me.
Yeah, because like you said, we still need that outlet to try and transition into attacking style. And we're struggling to do that. The first goal was because Reguilon just got completely done on that left-hand side. But other than that, it was a struggle.
Yeah.
But we also knew that was going to come. I've been saying it the whole stream. We did get Mourinho'd. Even if it's not to full extent, there might be a bit more of our own mistakes as well. We did get Jose. We got heavily Jose tonight.
Yeah, we did. It's one of those things, isn't it? Like if we watched this game and it was, I don't know, say Arsenal against Spurs, we would have said, like you just said, Arsenal just got Mourinho. But because it's Chelsea, we look at what did we do wrong? What did we not do good enough? And we don't consider the fact they might have also just defended well. Because what I thought was really strange, let me know if you agree with this, there looked to be so much urgency in trying to win the ball back as soon as we lost it. The pressing was crazy, the counter press. But just in passing, moving forward, trying to create chances, we were really slow, which is a weird combination how we were so urgent and aggressive in the one part of the game, but so slow when we actually had the ball. Like that seemed weird to me. It was all gone in the second half. But in the first half, I thought that was really strange. I don't know if that's just me.
I think first off, we just really struggled for ideas. I was seeing us just do the same thing a lot where we get the ball in between Tomori and he'd try and pass it through the right-hand side. We'd hold the ball for a bit there, but then there'd be too many 2-on-1 situations. We'd find ourselves back in the middle, back into the left. A bit more success there because Hudson-Odoi did like to drive inside a little bit more. But when that didn't work, we'd eventually just come backwards again and we'd start again on the left-hand side. So we seemed like struggled a little bit for ideas.
That's what I mean, though. Like, it was just a bit slow. Like, if you're not finding spaces, pass it quicker and spaces will turn up.
Well, in the grand scheme of things with the match, though, if we take away the fact that it is Tottenham and we never want to lose to Tottenham, is this a bad loss? Because it's really just a penalty that's cost everything. We knew that Jose going into this game, especially with the amount of fixtures that they had, they were just going to stick everyone behind the ball and hope. I really think it's another one of those games where an individual errors just cost us. Emerson being too sloppy on the left-hand side for that equaliser. And it's always these individual errors that cost us.
Yeah. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, I agree with you. Like, it's probably not a bad thing to save us a game or two, depending on how far we would have gotten. At the same time, it's the easiest trophy for us to win. And Lampard, Chelsea under Lampard need a trophy. It doesn't matter what trophy it is, any trophy will do. And it would have been the easiest to win, and we didn't. Or we can't now. So it's obviously bad in that sense. But if you think, okay, we probably wouldn't have won it anyway, it's a positive. It's just, like you said, it's Spurs. And it's not even just Spurs, it's Spurs' second-string team. And that kind of makes it worse in a way because, we didn't play everyone we had, but we had a pretty strong team while they didn't even play a striker. Do you know what I mean? Like, it makes us look a bit muggy.
Big up Claude in the comments. Come on, it's been too long, man. Nice to hear from you. Go on. What were you saying anyway?
Yeah, no, that's it really. It's just disappointing because it wasn't Spurs' strongest team. So that makes it kind of hurt a bit more. The only thing that's slightly worrying, I understand with the whole preseason thing and, players aren't fully fit, but still, we haven't had a good game yet. First half against Liverpool was pretty good, but let's ignore Barnsley because they're Barnsley, but we didn't actually have a good game yet. And we're still 4 actual games in. And we beat Brighton, but we weren't that good. The West Brom, we were shocking in the first half, scraped it back, but even that wasn't like incredible. Like, let's be honest, that third goal shouldn't even have stood with these new handball rules. I'm baffled by the fact how it should I take it. It shouldn't have. It clearly just landed on Havertz's arm. So, we need to start playing well at some point at this international break. Like, we need to beat Palace with a good performance now. Because if we go into this international break in a bad mood, whether it's the fan base or the team, it's just not good. We need to beat Palace and quite well as well. And I think that's going to be tough because Palace have been quite good this season, I think. But going into this international break, like, it's just in the way. Stop this bollocks international football.
Wait, there's still an international break?
Yeah, we play Palace and then there's 2 weeks off.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Yeah.
Okay.
And these
so
international teams are even 3 games.
Great.
3 games for the national teams as well. So the players are going to be more tired than before when they come back.
Oh, that's going to be so great, isn't it?
Yeah,
okay, great. Well, any final thoughts, Loz, before we wrap this one up?
No, it's disappointing. I want to say 2 things. First of all, people need to relax on always hating on Jorginho because it pisses me off. The guy, I'm not saying he was amazing today, but he wasn't at like by any stretch of the imagination the reason why we weren't good today. He was all right. Okay? And also, people saying Lampard out all the time. Well, what's that gonna do? Like people
exactly
saying,
4 games in, they want Hiddink to get another phone call.
Exactly. They're saying that as if every like Klopp and Guardiola is just stood there waiting for us to appoint them. That's not the situation, is it? Like, and then what? And then we're gonna bring Ashley Cole in or John Terry. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, what's that gonna do? And yeah, people talk about Pochettino and that. Yes, great. But Pochettino wants very different players. Like, even if he was to accept the Chelsea job, which I very much doubt anyway, he wants very different players. So now we spend all this money for no reason then. What's the point?
Just be us changing philosophy again and having to get rid of half our squad. That'll be exactly the last thing that we need. Exactly. But yeah, thanks for coming on, Loz. It was nice chatting to you. Maybe we'll see you on Saturday. Or we've got the group stage draw on Friday, don't we?
For sure.
Yeah. All right. Take care, bro. Nice chatting to you.
Yeah, mate.
I just got a little comment here saying, how do we phone in? DM Blues Fans TV or Chelsea Sammy if you guys want to jump on this stream. And yeah, we'll get you guys on. We've got a lot of people on, got a few guests that we need to get through. Yeah, I know, Ben, I know you've been waiting for a little while, so I'll jump you on quick. Bro, what are you saying? If I caught him on a lack, is he not ready? Yeah, what are you saying? I might have caught you slipping there.
Yo, hello? Yo. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Yeah, can you hear me?
Is it good?
Yeah,
I got you.
Yeah, what are you saying, bro?
Nah, not much. Not the happiest you could be losing against Tottenham.
Yep, I completely get that.
It is what it is, man.
Because if we take away the fact that it was Spurs, was it a terrible performance? I mean, I look at the way the game was being managed, and Jose just stuck 11 men behind the ball and made it hard for us. We struggled to break him down, but I don't know how much blame I put on Chelsea for this performance, if you get me.
Nah. Well, I know it's just a Carabao Cup, but I even said before the game that I don't care what cup it is. And I know it's normally a tin pot cup. I just want to win a cup with Lampard. I just think it's like it's got to be done because the Premier League doesn't go to plan. We don't win the FA Cup. Then I just wanted this cup, and especially Tottenham, man. Especially when we had 1-0 for 83 minutes, and there were so many chances for us to finish the game off, and we just didn't do it. So that's the frustrating part. But other than that, like you said, it's not that deep, but it's just frustrating.
Yeah, where do you think the game was lost, though? I mean, other than the obvious penalty miss, but where do you think the game was lost for us in the 90 minutes?
Well, I'm never confident when it goes to penalties with Chelsea, especially against Mourinho. So once they got that goal, I knew we weren't going to score another. They weren't going to score another goal. So pretty much when Lamela scored, I knew it was only going down from there, to be honest. But I got more confident when it was 4-4. I thought Mount would score that penalty, but like you can't blame a penalty miss. That even the best players in the world miss penalties. Like,
no, the stupid
it Mount. It could have been anyone that missed that penalty. But what we can blame Mount for is that pass. Oh no. I don't see how you can blame Mount. I mean, he plays every single game. He's going to be tired. He's going to make mistakes. But the one mistake I am sort of criticising is the pass to Werner, and he just got his pass wrong. It's not everyone makes a mistake, but that is probably what let us down today more than the actual penalty miss for me. We should have won it in the 90, and it was poor not to win it in the 90, to be fair. Never should have let it go on penalties, in my opinion. But
yeah,
no, young team, we've got to work on that, and hopefully we'll be. Yeah,
any
main
problem. Palace game?
Amount of chances we had.
I think that might be the later problem.
Anderson should not come on. What's that?
Yeah, thoughts on Palace. I think the stream's crashing a bit.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Emerson should come on at all. I don't know why that happened. I don't know why Chilwell came off. And I do want to see Mount rested, not because he missed a penalty or anything, but because he just needs a rest.
Exactly.
And hopefully, I believe Ziyech and Pulisic may be back, or maybe not to start, but maybe for the bench. And yeah, I think we've got to like Lawrence said, we've got to beat Palace, a high scoring game. We've got to go out and just prove ourselves because season hasn't gone to a great start, and I know there's reasons. I know we haven't had a great preseason. Well, not hardly any preseason. Our players are new, but at the same time, we still got to be doing better than what we're doing. To be fair, I know, like I said, there's lots of reasons why, but I do want to see more from the team.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on, bro. Where can everyone find you?
Everything Chelsea on YouTube. Cheers for having me on.
Anytime, bro. Take care.
Bro.
Thanks. Right. Any more comment section? Okay, cool. Yeah, guys, again, if you guys want to jump on the chat, join our Patreon or drop a super chat and Sammy will send you guys the link. Who are we going to get on now? I think we'll get Jay on quick and then, yeah, we'll start off with Jay. I think he's been on for a while. What are you saying, bro?
Hey, mate, you okay?
Yeah, I mean, as good as you can be after a loss to Spurs, but we move.
Yeah, bro, I'm upset. I can't lie. Can't hide it.
How are you feeling?
I'm annoyed more than anything. I think I'm annoyed with how fickle some of the fans have been, screaming Lampard out 4 games in. That's quite stressful. Especially when, you know, Lampard, when the team was announced, Lampard was praised with how good the lineup was going to be. Everyone's predicted lineups was more or less the same. But it was just not taking our chances again, resulting in us not actually finishing the game when we could have.
Do you think it's a case of us not taking our chances, or do you think it's a case of Mourinho just trying to drag out the game as long as he could?
Listen. Yeah, I think you said it countless times. We got Mourinho. He played his mind games from the first press conference. He said, you know, what do you want me to do with this game? He kind of writ it off straight away, which might have put us in a bit of a cruising seat, maybe a bit of a played mind games with Lampard that way. And then, yeah, you're right. Like first game, they sat off and allowed us all the time in the world, and we didn't do anything with this. And then must at half time just to go for them, lads, have them. And our defence just wasn't ready for that kind of pressure. Like a double bluff.
Yeah, I think I've said the issue with us was individual errors. I think I've said it so many times about our left backs. So I guess just Chilwell at this point. That's why I didn't care whatever left back we got, because I knew they'd be better than Emerson and Alonso. Emerson came on with, you know what, he should have been rejuvenated after all the Alonso news and stuff, because he basically had his Chelsea career saved. Well, I don't know if that's just made him lazier now, because he just came on, did the exact same thing Alonso did last game, and just fell asleep at the far post.
Yeah, it was tough, wasn't it? It was tough to just see him come on and be so dead and uninspiring, and especially after Chilwell. I think he had a pretty good game. He was making some good overlaps. He was coming back at some points. I guess. Sorry, I've just read the comment from Josh. That's made me laugh. Yeah, no, I think if we can talk about some positives though, Werner scored his first goal against Spurs. That's always good to see. That hopefully that starts up something in him that, you know, gets going. I think personally, Tomori had a fucking class game. His pace is so vital to our defense, because in that first half, Spurs had a couple chances, and him tracking back as quick as he can do, because of how quick he can be, got us out of some sticky situations.
Yeah, we did really well in the first half. I think we did. It's just as soon as the equalizer came in, they just sat everybody back, because they knew they just had to hold it for about 10, 15 more minutes. Yeah,
and you and Sammy spoke about it. Just like when it comes to a team that sits back and puts 11 men behind the ball, just this team can't break it down. It just seems to be such a a thing that we can't do. We can't break that down, and that worries me for Saturday. You know, that we're against Palace, because you know we all know Roy Hodgson. He's going to want to like sit men behind the ball, and because they'll know that that's a problem for us. So yeah, I mean, everyone said it though on Twitter and on here, like Ziyech, Pulisic, they're the kind of boys that will come in and, you know, break down defenses like this. So we've just got to be patient, got to wait for that. Werner now with confidence. Havertz didn't play this game either, who's been in decent form. So it's all going to be all right. It's just Pete to go out to Spurs, but really it's the Carabao Cup. What we're gonna do.
All right. Well, any final thoughts or thoughts on the Palace game?
Yeah, Palace game is a must-win. Needs to be a win just for confidence, for morale, for the players, for Frank, for the fans. Needs to be a W. Don't know how we're going to manage it. Maybe one of the injured boys might be fit. Frank keeps saying they're close, but who knows? Maybe Werner, Havertz link up. Who knows? But it's a must-win for us.
All right, calm. Where can people find you, bro?
It's down there. I always get this wrong. Down there, back post. On YouTube and on Twitter, the back post, we do football podcasts, all that good stuff. You can see a very sad fan cam on me on there as well.
All right, well, thanks for coming on, bro. Appreciate it.
Nice one, mate. Take care.
Take care. All right, guys. We are Tottenham TV are going to be on in a little sec as well, and I know they're going to be all smiles and everything. But I jumped on with them, so I said I was going to get them on too. Give them a minute or two and I'll get them on. What are you guys saying in the comments section? La Messi, bruv. I don't even want to hear that name. He should have been sent off so many damn times in so many games against us, and every single time he lost. Right, tell you what. Fata, I'll get you on quickly. Fata, what are you saying, bro?
I'm traumatic, man. Honestly, I'm very depressing right now. We lost to Tottenham. That's the one game that I would like to win the most. Honestly, it's just very depressing. The second half performance, it was so grim to watch. There was no what's the tactic in that second half? I can't really understand it. And the fact that you bring Emerson in, it kind of changed the whole complexion of the game. The more we invite pressure onto ourselves, the more they're going to create chances and they will eventually score. But at the end of the day, it was such a disappointing for us to go out and back-to-back season, got knocked out in the fourth round. It's the third consecutive season Lampard got knocked out as well. Yeah, it's just really annoys me the fact that against the Tottenham B team, I should have said B Tech team. Well, it's just really annoys me, you know. I have to sometimes questioning Lampard's substitution. I think he could have bring on Kai Havertz though, because I feel that his link up with Tammy is kind of missing today. Because I felt that it could have been a different game if Kai Havertz coming on, and we could have won the game, even though we didn't take many chances. But yeah, but on a positive note, Kante, when he was coming on, it was classic Kante of old. He was covering the entire pitch, just progressed the ball really well, just dominate the midfield area when we were really struggling. At his best, he just provided a lot to this team, and also give a lot of credit to Timo Werner because he was trying everything today, and he's getting his first goal. I mean, a lot of people have been criticizing Timo Werner for the last 3 weeks or so. I mean, people just shut your mouth for once in my life. Honestly, this man is a serial goal scorer. Do not ever disrespect his name. Period.
All right, sorry, bro. You got any other final thoughts?
You know what, man? I've been monitoring about Saturday about Lampard out, this and that. I mean, it's just really such an idiotic way to say it on the social media. The fact that we have to remember, yeah, we have 4 training sessions before the season started. Before we had 1 pre-season game against Brighton, and with the caliber of the new signings and are some injuries that we had, we haven't had a chance to find ourselves cohesive team, if you know what I mean. And not to mention the fact that the international break kind of like disrupt the most of the timing in that, and the fact that after the Palace game we got international break as well, and the fact that some of these guys gonna play 3 games in a row in the space of a week or so, and I just hope after if we beat Palace here, it brings us confidence. But I feel somehow after that international break, somebody gonna be injured. I can feel it that way, and then we can all sit there. It's like we're complaining about the international break, this and that. And I think that the international break is gonna be really crucial for some of these guys, because we got tough fixtures coming up, and the fact that we got Champions League started after the Southampton game and Man United game as well. Don't forget the Man United game as well in the October. It's just testified the fitness level of our guys. We'll see.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on, bro. I appreciate it. I'll see you on Saturday. All right.
All right. See you Saturday, man.
All right. Take care, bro. All right, I can't lie. I am just going to get this one over and done with.
Come on,
you enjoyed your cup final win.
No, it was the 4th round.
Yeah, but it feels like a cup final. You guys done it.
Look, at the end of the day, nobody gave us a chance before the game. No one has given us a chance all season. We have come and played you with relatively our second string side with no recognised striker at all, and we've won the game.
48 hours after we played. We play again pretty much tomorrow now. It's technically about to turn midnight, which means we play again tomorrow in a big game. And we've come and we looked in the second half like the better side.
Yeah, I'll give you guys that you guys played on a little bit more towards the second half, but I do think we just gave it to you guys the individual error. Jose,
your goal came from an individual error as well.
Yeah, but he made 2 individual errors in the same movement. First, he got done by
still an individual error.
Yeah,
that's not the point. And the point is that you're saying we only scored from an individual error. You only scored from an individual error as well.
I'm not saying there's a thing against you. I'm saying there's a thing that we keep costing ourselves. West Brom was 3 individual errors as well. Same thing with Liverpool, 3 individual errors. Brighton as well, individual error by Kepa to the goal. That's the thing that keeps letting us down.
But Lewis, tell me though, other than the Werner shot that was saved by Lloris in the second half and the goal, tell me one other chance you had.
We didn't really had much, to be honest.
Exactly.
We didn't really have much bite through the midfield. I think I said that on you guys' stream as well. We spent a lot of the time, and to be fair, it was also because of the way that you guys set up, and I'm not trying to use that as an excuse, but that is also a huge reason. It's not an excuse. Don't do that.
That's what you call a Jose Mourinho masterclass, my friend. You should know too well about that.
I said that could happen, though. I said Liverpool 2014 vibes as soon as I saw the way this was happening. He'd sit everyone behind the ball, and he's just time waste. And to be fair, it worked, you guys. You'd have to do everything that you can to try and drag the game out as long. And you had to be patient and wait for a mistake from us. And what happened? A mistake happened.
Well, look, you got to give a lot of credit to Tottenham today. Coming in with no recognised striker, a game 2 days before, a game 2 days after, a game 2 days after that. You know what I mean? Everyone was stacking up against Spurs. And we got the job done today in true Mourinho fashion in a penalty shootout as well.
Yeah, and it's just luck on your side when it comes to penalties. I can't really say too much in the case of it. Most of the penalties went the same way anyway. I don't even know.
They were all bottom left, weren't they? Every single
one went bottom left, and then on the 5th one came went bottom right.
Yeah.
What do you think of your new goalie?
I was just celebrating every catch he made. He didn't put.
He dropped one of them.
Yeah, but it didn't lead to anything.
He could have done.
The equalizer, I can't blame him too much on that. If it was Kepa, he probably would have conceded a couple more. The only thing I would have backed him for was maybe he might have done better on penalties, because we know Kepa can do penalties.
Yeah, I think that was look, when you're a goalkeeper on your debut and you've got a penalty shooter, I think that's a great opportunity to sort of, announce yourself in the team, and you didn't get near any of them. So maybe that was a bit disappointing for you guys, but for us, it's a big relief. The disappointment of Sunday where we played well, and to come and win this game is massive. I think people need to start taking us a bit more seriously. We've invested in this window like you have, but we've invested well. Our signings look good. The mentality's different. The squad is someone we said on our channel before. It's the best squad we've had for a very long time. It's not starting 11 squad, and I think that for us the people need to start giving us a bit more respect and taking us more seriously.
Yeah, the one thing I'll give you guys have had a very good summer window, and you lot finally kicked on a little bit later on. I spent the first couple months, I was thinking, what the hell are you guys doing? Because you lot need to change your squad. And you guys have done that now, so I can give you credit for that. Does this work out well for you guys over the long-term plans this season? Because for speaking about cramped fixture lists, you lot have had it bad.
Yeah, but it's not for another 3 months the next round.
Yeah, look, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because Spurs need a trophy. And if we're going to win a trophy, you need to win a lot of games at the end of the day. And we've got a big squad. We've got a squad enough to do that. You saw we're playing game every 2 days. And we come into this game with not our strongest team and we get over the line. It's all about getting over the line. And we've got the squad to do that now. I think Slav said it before. You need a squad, and that is what we're investing in. And it looks like we're going to sign a few more players yet still in this next week. So, look, I think things are positive for Tottenham. And I'm just looking forward to the season. I really am.
Lewis, are you happy with Chelsea at the moment? With the way the direction you're going in, the players you've bought, your season so far?
Yep. We said there was a gelling process that we needed, and it was going to be a bit slow towards the start, and we're at the start, and it looks a little bit slow. People are panicking a little bit. People are turning on a couple players, but
yeah, I think it's the transfer fees. I think it's the fees you pay. That's what puts the fans on edge.
Even in the case of transfer fees, we got reduced fees on everybody we signed, so I don't even know if it should impact them too much like that.
Reduced is still high though.
The price is still high, but I mean, at this point in football, in the way the football world is and how expensive players go for, I do think it's something you got to take on the chin.
How long do you reckon you can keep playing like not playing good football kind of thing like you did the last couple of games, individual errors? How long does it take until Lampard's under pressure?
Yeah, I'd call it passive football.
I'd say if we're like this in about max 2 months, maybe, but I don't think it will take that long to gel. Like, I'm looking at the 6th game of the season against Manchester United. That's going to be a big idea of where we are over the long term. And yeah, we just got to take it a game at a time right now. I've said that for ages, but I think that's the case for us this season.
I want to ask you one more thing, because obviously you know Jose Mourinho very well. Had him as your manager twice, one of your best managers, if not your best manager ever. You know exactly how he works. Do you see Spurs like kind of molding into that Jose Mourinho team yet?
Right now, it's slowly, and I think with you guys, Jose's really trying to work on mentality with your squad, and I can see it working a little bit, but it's always about resources. Will you guys give him the resources?
We have this summer. This summer,
you've given him a very good window. What's going to happen next summer, though? It's about long term, because we know what Levy's like. This is the first time he's actually pulled his wallet out. If you don't,
you say that, but last summer we were the top spending club in the Premier League as well.
We had a transfer ban, to be honest. We couldn't. Probably why I don't remember.
But still, you got to give Levy credit where it's due, because two summers in a row now he's put his hand in his wallet. If we make Champions League this summer, we're going to have the funds to do it again next summer.
Do you think you'll make Champions League and get a trophy, though?
I think we can. I think we can.
Yeah, I agree. I think it can.
Definitely. I don't see why not. We've got a big squad.
We're playing good football at the moment. I also like. It has to be said.
Is it enough to last those all 4 competitions now? Do you think that?
I mean, when you look at it, the Carabao Cup ends in January, February time. So that's an early competition. Only 3 more games left in that. The Europa League is the long, hard slog. That's the one that's going to last throughout the season. But when you got to look at the group stages of the Europa League, you're not going to be playing a full strength 11 in each of those group stages. You can probably get through those groups with a second string side.
And also, to just add to that, by the time you get to the 5th, 6th game, you'd hope to be qualified.
Yeah.
To give the kids a chance or the fringe players a chance. So it remains to be seen, but we're optimistic.
Mate, with Son, Kane and Bale.
And Reguilon.
And Ndombele, Lo Celso, anything is possible, my friend.
Well, thanks for coming on, guys. It was nice chatting.
I just want to add one last thing, Lewis. Like I said on our channel, it's a shame we don't live together anymore because I'd be rubbing it in with the boys all night.
Oh, it's a good thing I'm not in.
It's going to be nice. I'm going to see a peaceful Twitter. I'm going to see a peaceful Twitter for me tonight, not seeing abuse from you and memes from you all night. It's going to be nice for a couple of days. But it's all love, bro. Thanks for having us.
Exactly,
on.
Lewis. You can go back to sticking it to Arsenal on Twitter now.
Yeah, keep doing that. Keep that up, bro.
Take care, bro. Have a good night. We'll see you in November.
Always a pleasure, Lewis.
Cheers, mate.
See you soon, bro.
Peace. Right, let's try and roll through a couple of these because I know there's been a few people that have been waiting a while. Bro, what are you saying, man? You good?
Oh yeah. Of course, you don't like losing to Spurs, but yeah, and I'm being pretty good. I'm actually impressed with the first half performance, but I think in the second half we're probably a bit complacent. If you think so.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely. We should have killed off this game. Like we had 2 clear chances to kill off this game, and that is what was the one when Callum didn't pass the Tommy. Like I don't know what he was thinking. Like he spun and it went into Rosette. Should have passed it.
Was that towards the end of the game?
No, actually, I think it was. I can't remember. I can't remember what minute it was exactly, but he should have passed the time. He should have just squared it to time. He was setting up. It could have been set up for a tap in, and he just kicked it into Rosette. Also, the other one with Mason Mount. That's the thing. I'm not blaming anyone today because I didn't have any problem with the performance, but I think Mount should have passed the ball to Timo when he was through on goal. It was a terrible pass. I don't know like what he was thinking, but he's young. Callum is young as well. So those are the only things I have to say. I was really happy with Edward Mendy's day. He was great today, actually. I think he was good today. This is the one time that I had confidence with corners because he comes out and catches every single one. So that's one thing to say about us moving forward. We're going to be better on corners for sure. I think so. And
how did you think of our corners this game? Corners, to be honest, I think there was still a couple that kept hitting the first man. I do recall that.
Yeah, but if you think of it, Edward went out and punched out some. He caught a couple of them. I think it was great today. I think that for his first game, and he's showing us glimpses of what he can do. So I'm really happy. Another one that's a bit underrated, I think Chilwell was good today. I think
yes, he was very good.
Very good, really, really good. I really like his performance. And that's what we've been missing. He probably made like one error in the first half when he let Aurier got the ball. I think it was to Lamelo. He took the shot and Mendy saved it. He probably could have done a bit better there, but he was great today. He moved the ball forward. He was passing well, and I really liked the performance. But we went to Shite Hart Lane, and we came out. The better team lost today. I think so, and it's just a typical Jose. Park the bus and inshallah.
We're used to it, aren't we? We got beaten by our own thing.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I don't even think we played bad today. I just think that I think Tammy and Mason needs to just sit out now because if Christian comes back and Hakeem comes back, where are they gonna play? Like I don't like Timo on the left, to be honest. Although people say it's his best position, I don't. So I think he's great through the middle. And another thing, the fans need to. I checked Twitter today. The fans got to stop giving Lampard and Mount so much stick. Everyone misses penalties. Messi misses penalties. Ronaldo misses penalties. Everyone misses penalties. What I do blame Mount for today was not passing that ball efficiently to Timo. And what I blame also a bit that went down. No one really looked at it this sort of way, but Callum should have passed that ball to Tammy. It was a clear cut opportunity for us to score and kill off the game. But I can't blame Lampard today because like Lampard usually gets to stick like his in-game management is shit. He doesn't want to kill off the game, but I think we were great. I think the team tried to kill off the game, but two unfortunate mistakes by Cal and Mason didn't work out too well for us. But yeah, I think it was a great performance. I don't like losing to Spurs at all. Yeah, I'm probably going to get some stick from some old friends of mine here in Barbados, but I hate losing to Spurs. Absolutely hate losing to them. Hate that club so much.
You and me both, man. They celebrate it like it's a cup final as well every damn time.
Hey, look at it. We won, what, 5 of them with Jose? They need a trophy. They haven't won anything since, what, 2008, 2009? We always win trophies, man. But I just
serial winners.
I really want us to gel. Like I'm seeing some glimpses of Timo. I know he's quality. He's absolutely quality. But I think yeah, I do. One thing that I realized that I need fans to realize is our problem last season was the defense. Was our defense as well as creativity. And we don't have Hakeem Ziyech playing. He's a big creative player. Pulisic is big creative. I think Mason and Callum are a bit like indecisive. 1 minute they want to shoot, the next minute they want to pass. Like it's just like that. And I think when Hakeem and Pulisic comes back, we should be able to move forward. I really want to win the Premier League this season. I really want to. But Palace is the next game, and as you said, Man United is a big test.
Exactly, bro. Well, thank you for coming on. Sorry for the long wait. I'll be really yesterday.
Yeah, I hope we go on to Crystal Palace and get a convincing win because we're lacking them. We weren't that great against Brighton. Then we moved on to Liverpool. We weren't bad, and then we moved on to Brighton. We weren't that good, and today we were great, and they're showing us glimpses of where we can be. I really, really want us to beat Crystal Palace significantly, like 3-0, 5-0. Like that's a shite club. We got to do it.
All right. Well, thank you for coming on, bro. Again, sorry for the long way up. Hope to see you on Saturday as well, bro.
Yeah, I will be there.
All right. Take care, bro. Have a good night.
Yeah, you too.
All right. Cool. We will keep rolling through the guests because we have got a little bit of a backlog in. Craigo, what are you saying, man? Sorry, it's been so long.
That's all right. I've been listening.
Other than the obvious jarring defeat to Spurs.
It's been all right. To be fair, there's been some good opinions on. I mean, We Are Tottenham TV guys are We Are Tottenham TV. So
they were going to have a few digs, weren't they?
Yeah, I mean, you know what I mean? Let's not beat around the bush. It's not good enough, is it? Do you know what I mean? It's not good enough. I don't. One thing I did hear a lot of people say, I heard Loz say it, I heard many of people say it, I heard even you say it yourself. I don't know where this idea that we had a good first half came from. We were shit after the goal winning.
No,
we were shit after the goal winning because we didn't have any sort of a killer instinct at all. The game was done and dusted if you went 2-0 up, and we didn't. We didn't even go anywhere near going 2-0 up. You said, you know, the We Are Tottenham TV guys, they said, oh, what chances did you create? We didn't create any.
Yeah, but I said we lacked a serious amount of bite in that midfield. I did agree with the previous guy's quote that we should have brought on Havertz a bit earlier.
The main thing for me is, I'm Mount's biggest fan. I'll hold my hands up. Missing the penalty, do I care? No, not really. You know, it happens. Messi missed a penalty against us. He hit the bar, didn't even hit the target. Same way Mount didn't hit the target. You know, it happens. That's football. The one query I will have against Lampard, and I'm normally Lampard's biggest fan, the one query I have against Lampard for sure, is the fact that Mason Mount and Callum Hudson-Odoi both offered very, very little today.
I thought Hudson-Odoi did pretty well in the first half.
No. He runs around like a headless chicken. When has he ever been imposing? How many take-ons did he complete today?
You're going to tell me he didn't complete a lot, did he?
He did not do any. He runs.
He didn't complete a single take-on.
He gets flat-footed against every single person and then cuts back and passes the ball off. And he's been doing it for a long, long time. He's been doing it for a long time. In the League Cup, I thought maybe it's just a little bit out of sync. Maybe it's just doing this. Maybe it's just doing that. I watched the game today, and let's be honest, it was a game of very few chances. There was very little that happened in this game. A lot of sideways passing, as we've alluded to, and a lot of people have alluded to before. A lot of sideways passing. A lot of crap, honestly. A lot of crap. One of the main things that really annoyed me is that we try to push way too high up the pitch in certain areas, and when it gets to the final point, we did not have anything. We did not have anything at all. as much as I am all for the idea that we're going to try and, build from the back and pass out and play this really, really nice, expansive football, the fact of the matter is, even when Tammy come on, did we actually lump the ball up to him once when we really could have tried to go for goal? No.
We were lumping it a lot to Giroud when he had 3 man on him the whole time in the first half. I was thinking, what was the point?
Exactly. This is the thing. When Tottenham needed to go for it, let's be real, they did have to go for it after a point. We tried to get them to go for it, and they did. They had to because they were a goal behind. The opportunities were there to play the different passes, but instead we tried to play out from the back the whole time. It's a collective error, and this is the one thing that I really don't like. Is we're in this weird transition phase, and it's going to happen. Do you know what I mean? It's going to happen. But we're trying to play out from the back, and then we're also trying to play this really nice, fancy attacking style football. We're trying to play a mixture of Sarri ball and Lampard ball at the same time. It doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. And you know how much I hated Sarri ball. You know how much I hated Sarri ball.
We've had so many arguments about that.
Exactly. The main thing for me, look, we invite so much pressure onto ourselves. We invite so much pressure onto ourselves. Lump the ball up. Lump the ball up, even to a left winger, to a right winger, to anyone. Just knock it 30 yards. You take 3 people out of the game. And we just didn't do that. We tried to play these long cross-field passes that, to be fair, some of them work. A lot of them don't. You're trying to change the angle, change things up. It's not that simple. It does not work. And this is the thing. When you get these very, very limited chances that we got today, Mason Mount, not good enough, unfortunately. I'll hold my hands up. I'm his biggest fan. Not good enough. Callum Hudson-Odoi, when he tried to take people on, not good enough. I rate them both. I do rate them both. But the fact of the matter is, we were nowhere near clinical enough today because we had very few chances. The whole game had very few chances. Plus the fact, again, as we'll say, individual errors left, right and centre from Emerson. Even Chilwell at times, to be fair. Chilwell and Zuma, few slice clearances up in the air. If that goes differently, then who knows? Mendy even had the one he flapped at in goal. We caused ourselves those problems. You eradicate that, we win the game 1-0. If you really, really want to push on, you go and win the game 2-0. And there was just lacking that fighting edge. I've just seen someone say earlier that Timo Werner was injured and he didn't want to take the penalty as well.
I've heard that a couple times.
I saw a few people mention it. The argument I would have, yes, Kovacic, fine. He came off because he was being booked. Chilwell, should he really have started if he couldn't play full 90 minutes? Maybe not. I must be honest. Played well.
Over Emerson.
He played well, but you already knew you were going to be burning a sub. You already knew you were going to be burning a sub. And especially in a game like this, where both teams are really going to go for it when it gets to a certain point in the game. If you go and kill the game early doors, you're fine. But the fact of the matter is, we didn't. And we allowed the pressure onto ourselves. We lost the game. I said it a million times before. We lost this game. Spurs didn't win it. We lost it. And until that changes, we're going to see the same thing happen over and over and over again.
Do you take any part of this to being the way Jose set up, though? Because we're talking a lot about the mistakes we made and the way we went into the game. Do you think Jose in this setup was a huge factor for that?
Of course it was, but again, we're Chelsea. We know about this. We all saw it coming. Jose, we're not going to have the players. We're not going to be able to do this. Not going to be able to do that. Well, you knew what was coming, and yet we still played the same way that we've always played. And that doesn't necessarily come from Lamps. He set the team up, I think, in the right way. The fact of the matter is Reguilon is making his debut today. We clearly had a bit of success down against him because obviously he was at fault for the goal. Make the most of it. Take him on. That's Callum Hudson-Odoi's side. Take him on. Even when Werner went out there, take him on. He wants to go forward. They wanted to score goals. We didn't use that. Jose's going to park the bus against many, many teams. He's done it for us against many, many teams. But the fact of the matter is you realise you get yourself much higher up the pitch. And it doesn't have to be building from the back. It does not have to be building from the back. Get yourself much higher up the pitch and pop shots at goal. How many shots on target did we have? 2? 3? Really?
Yeah, I just realised the question was
against a weakened Spurs side. This is still a decent Spurs team. But if you get 30 yards away from goal, if you can, I tell you, and you knock the ball 5 yards, you're 25 yards away from goal, it's it. It's it. If it don't go in, it goes out for a corner, comes on a rebound, whatever. But you're still making them work. You're still making them defend. And after a while, we were very, very happy to just sit back, play our passing football, which at times really works. But in this particular case, it did not. It really did not. And this is the thing. You want to beat the best sides, you can't afford to just keep the ball for 90 minutes. Don't work like that. Even Man City, possession all they like, but they still score goals at the end of the day. And that's what we're not doing.
Right. So do we call this then an issue with individual errors again, or do we say Lampard takes a bit of a blame for the way we set up?
No, it's individual errors, but it also the main thing for me is individual mentalities. Individual mentalities.
That's a great word.
Individual mentalities. Mason Mount today, it's unfortunate. I know what other people are saying about the pass. For me, mentality-wise, if he's fully on it, he's going for goal himself. And I really rate that. I really, really rate that. A lot of people are saying, oh, he had to play the pass in. But actually, Werner made a great run, and the centre-half was actually occupied 2 people. If Mason Mount really was a killer instinct and at full capacity today, I think he takes it on his left foot, and I think that's 2-0. The fact of the matter is, he was knackered. Emerson coming to the game, crap. Well, the mentality was not there. Should have been 5-10 yards further back for the goal. Definitely.
Played like a guy who knew his job at Chelsea is safe now.
Yeah, exactly. It's a crap mentality. Even, Jorginho and Kovacic, who did okay today,
Okay,
they're the more attacking one of the two. I'd like to see him drive up the pitch. I'd like to see him go and knock someone, knock a ball 10 yards, run after it, and then pass it off to a winger. But he didn't do that. It's, it's a strange one, of course, because the fact of the matter is that you do have a really tough situation between youngsters and older players, shall we say, where they want to play one way and the youngsters want to go and play another way, and you're trying to find that gelling period that we keep banging on about.
Yeah.
In big games, you get found out. Simple as the matter.
Yeah, I mean, I do think it's a case of mentality today. I've said with the Tottenham boys, Jose is slowly working on this Spurs size mentality, and Spurs last season probably would have lost this game by a good couple of goals. I think. Go on.
I think a lot of people, I'm going to finish on this because I'm getting people say that I need to shut up. But Tottenham are signing winners. They're signing people that have won stuff regularly on. They signed him because he's a Europa League winner. Bale, they're signing him because obviously he won the Liga and he's won Champions Leagues and whatever. They're signing these players that have actually won stuff. Now, Chelsea, it's not necessarily that possible to do, but we need to instill that winning mentality. And it's not winning mentality that's coming from the youngsters and the youth team, which is what I think a lot of people are trying to build on. But the fact of the matter is, we're not going to be able to buy people right now that are elite mentality and elite winners. Thiago Silva, when he comes into the team, yes, obviously he didn't have a good game the other day. He's going to inspire a proper mentality, a winning mentality. Dave's been there and done it. He's got to inspire that. It's really got to push on. Because Kai Havertz, great player, never won anything. Timo Werner, great player. Think he won the Confederations Cup for Germany. That's probably about it. But realistically, other than that, Ziyech won a league. Yeah, it's a poor league, the Eredivisie. Fine, I get that. But other than that, who else really has won anything? See what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a couple obviously still there from Sarri ball and Conte ball even as well. But over time those have got to come out. This mentality's got to start from here. And I think a lot of people are saying, "Oh, it is what it is," and obviously we've got knocked out and whatever, blah 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 blah. We have to play one game in this competition basically before Christmas. This is a devastating result. This isn't that, oh well, it's one of those things. This is the opportunity to win silverware. 3 games away from Wembley. Done. That's it. That's bottom line. 3 games away from Wembley, and we bottled it. We bottled it. We had all the cards in our hand that we needed to play, and we couldn't play them. I'm going to finish on that.
Thanks for the damning way to end it. But, bro, thanks for coming on. Again, if you guys want to see more of him, Craigo28 Football, Craigo28 Sports as well.
Thank you.
And yeah, thanks for coming on, bro. Sorry about the long wait. Hope to see you on Saturday as well.
It's all right. All right. Cheers, man. Take care.
Take care, bro. Peace. All right, we'll continue to roll through because we have a lot of people backlogged here. You all right, bro?
I'm doing well, man. How you doing?
I'm good. Sorry about the long wait, man.
No, you're good. You're like a therapist, but I'm sure you're not getting paid like it. It's kind of crazy. A lot of people are just going in.
No, my therapy comes afterwards when I spark it. No worries.
Oh, good. God bless. Anyways, man, the game today, like a lot of people were like, I wasn't really bothered with the result. I really wanted to see good performance. And we did that for like parts of the first half, but like we haven't really put together like consecutive like 15, 20 minutes of just tremendous football. We need and I'm still waiting to see it. You know, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, that's mostly it. I mean, like Frank Lampard, he's he's doing well, but the jury's still out on him. You know, at the end of this month, we really got to evaluate where he is, because this team is good enough to challenge and win now, and we just need to get that continuity going a little bit.
Yeah, like we've spoken a lot about a gelling period, and I do think we're still very deep into the middle of it. How would you judge the first 4 games so far?
All right, so let's look at the Brighton game. We were kind of lucky to get out of that. It was a lot. It looked like a lot of the players didn't even know each other, how each other played. I didn't see patterns of play. Okay, let's go to the next game then. We had West Brom. That first half, it was tough to fucking watch. I could not. That was tough to watch. But we came back in the second half, but it was kind of just we were throwing everything at that game just to get something out of it. Barnsley, not even going to count it. They're not they're not relevant. Liverpool, after the red card, the game changed.
No, go on.
Yeah, Liverpool, the game changed a lot after that red card. It was a stupid decision by Christensen, but a lot this is really the first game I was looking at where we got to see a lineup that we could see later on, come December, come January. Like, as long as Kepa was in goal, we were just we're gonna leak goals. Like, there's just no way around it.
I do think individual error has been a huge issue for us. And do you see it as an issue that we can stamp out, or do you think it's going to keep holding us back throughout the last season? Because we saw last season what the same issues were, and it was organisation and the goalkeeper as well. Do you think this is going to be a prevalent issue over the season, or do you think it's something we could try and stamp out?
As far as the individual errors, I've watched a lot of his post-match conference. There's really nothing he could do. That Thiago Silva mistake, nothing you could really can't legislate for that. You just gotta hope it doesn't happen again, and keep churning the players until we find a lineup we can stick with. There's a lot of Mason Mount's getting a lot of hate, which I don't really understand. He's a great player. I love what he does for the team. Presses hard, works hard, does he does well across a lot of things, but what we need to really focus on is finding a lineup that works for him, because a lot of these lineups that we're putting out these first 4 games, I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure if we're going to see that later on down the line. I'm not sure what his position is. So as far as the individual mistakes, I mean, there's nothing we can really do about it. If they're making stupid ass errors like Emerson today, what are you going to do about it? Next week you don't play.
Yeah, I did think it was something that we would try and stamp out the team, though, because the competition around the squad is a lot stronger now than it has been in previous seasons. I thought maybe it would try and put everyone more on their guard and bring the best out of each other, but we're still seeing a lot of errors around the squad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I'll turn it back. How do you think Lampard coaches that out of people? Like Emerson, that was laziness today. Him not
I think
following
there's
in on
some players
that.
that you just can't really get out of. Like Ian was speaking about of players' mentality and stuff. Emerson just looked lazy on the comeback. Marcus Alonso uses another example. His mentality is shocking.
Yeah.
And with some players you can coach out of them, depending on age and experience. Some players, I think, it's just going to be a prevalent factor of their game, and I think this is another example of that.
Yeah, I don't want to see Emerson or Alonso. Even today, the substitution, again, a little suspect. I would have rather seen Reece James come on for Emerson, move Aspilicueta to the left side. Both of them are liabilities. One positive, one positive around that back line that reduce these or at least cover up these mistakes is Mendy. He
looked amazing,
dude. Oh my god, he is everything we fucking needed, bro. Like he comes out, he claims shit high in the air too, and he missed a couple times. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm willing to take that because it bails you out as a defender. It bails you out. You're just like, I don't have to deal with this one. Keeper's got it, and his feet impressive too. But I think that'll help. Like when we give up the ball like Thiago Silva, I think if we have Mendy in there, he'll bail us out in those situations. So when those mistakes come, we can cover them up.
All right. Any final thoughts, bro?
No, that's pretty much it. I want to see more consistency, a better lineup going in at the end of this month, and we got to get results. Otherwise, it's on to the next manager. Like, we're in the business of winning.
All right. Well, thank you for coming on, bro. I appreciate it. Sorry for the long wait. And
all good,
if you're
man.
around on Saturday, hope to chat to you then as well.
All right. God bless.
Take care, bro. Okay, we're now starting to get through the queue at least. Guys, I hope you lot have enjoyed the phone. And if you guys have, don't forget to smash that like button and press the subscribe button as well. And also, if you guys do want to jump in on the live phone, and we're still going on. So, what was it? DM Blues Fans TV or Chelsea Sammy, and he will send you guys a link. We'll go straight to our next guest now. Pablo, again, really sorry about the wait, bro.
That's all right, mate.
How's your night been, bro?
A little bit annoying, actually. I thought Craig gave a really, really good post-match review of the game, actually. I want to stay positive because it's hard not to. We've spent so much money. We speak about so many positive things for Chelsea. But just the start of the season has been poor for me. Pretty poor. And I wasn't expecting these fireworks and, there we go, 4-0, 5-0, there we go. Click of a fingers after we spent 200 million. Absolutely not. And I'm not saying Lampard out or anything or going crazy. Still backing everyone and still think we can have a good season. But the start of the season has been worrying. And today that's worrying for me. Just, come up against the Spurs team. They're playing once every 48 hours right now. And we came up there with quite a strong lineup. And we went 1-0 up with Werner and then stopped playing football. I thought that was just awful. Really, look at the second half. We looked like we were so out on our feet out there. And that should have been Spurs, really, who were just they're resting loads of their players. They're playing every couple of hours. It's crazy. Eric Dyer's leaving the pitch to go to the toilet and stuff. There's absolutely this is a great chance to just knock out Spurs. We had to just comfortably deal with this game, and this was a Mourinho pantomime, is what I was calling it whilst I was doing the watch along on here. Honestly, this guy talking in the press conference before the game we can't compete, we can't do this, we can't do that. He comes out with it wasn't Spurs' best. Yeah, This was elite Mourinho, to be fair to the Spurs fans. They'll be loving it because we've seen it. I know I've had some great moments as a Chelsea fan with Mourinho when I was a little bit younger. And, we got some great wins and great stuff with him. With these sorts of things where he's rambling on about all sorts of nonsense in the press conferences and then he goes and gets you a 2-0 win. And he's just gone and done it for Spurs, really, the classic nonsense. Their lineup wasn't even that weak tonight. And also, this was probably, I'm going to say, this was Spurs' best performance so far this season. They actually came out in the second half and they just ran over us. They really did. But just for Chelsea in general, let's speak positives. Edouard Mendy in goal, I saw you just mentioned him. I thought he was brilliant, and I think he's exactly what we need. So I'm really
loving his every touch.
Yeah, I thought he was brilliant. I didn't know what to expect too much from him, but he's massive, and it's a weird comment to make, but it's just true. He just consumes the penalty area when there's a ball coming in. I'm pretty confident he's going to get it. I know people have been talking about that little spill he made, but I thought he was really, really good in goal for Chelsea. He actually made some good saves also on his debut. So I'm really happy with him. Zouma and Tomori, I think, is actually quite a good defensive partnership. I just think with Chelsea, our defensive issue is probably systematic instead of. I know we have a lot of individual errors, but I think we need a system to actually defend in. I think defending more is how's your system more than who's in it to an extent. When you're having Marcos Alonso and Emerson doing stupid things a game, it's not helping. It's like you're starting the game 1-0 down. But I think Chelsea need a defensive system, and then once we put the players in, that will be a lot more secure because today Zouma and Tomori were really good, but they were exposed way too much against a Spurs attack that only had Lamela and Bergwijn in it. And they just kept on running at us, and the midfield for me was quite non-existent today. Mason Mount had to rest this game. He had to rest, man. I really like Mount, honestly. Look at the West Brom game.
Played too much.
Yeah, I know he has. Lampard loves the guy, and I quite love the guy, to be fair. Look at the West Brom game. Without Mount in there, that's no points for Chelsea. Simple as that. And you look at last season as well. I think Mount's been superb for Chelsea. I'm such a big fan of him, and I'm always going to defend him when people get at him. I don't know why they do, but I suppose it's just a way of getting at our players these days and at Lampard. But in this game, my God, man, Mount had to at least get some rest, for God's sake. Ross Barkley was really good against Barnsley also. He just play him.
He loves the smaller games with less pressure.
I guarantee Ross Barkley would have scored today. I guarantee it.
Yeah, it would have been absolute limbs, but it's annoying because we really could have done a number on these guys.
Oh my God, man. This is agonizing stuff. This is agonizing stuff because this was such an easy opportunity to just comfortably put out Spurs. Not even like a massive statement, not like, oh, look at what we've done. Not like the 2-0 last season where it was full strength versus full strength. And that was a really great win for Lampard, and Willian got 2, and that was a wonderful performance. But this was just a chance for Chelsea. Look, Werner puts us 1-0 up, go and get the second goal, go and get the third goal in the second half, bury Spurs, just go home and say, look, this is Chelsea. We're here to just take this. And like Craig said, 3 games from Wembley. I'm so gutted we're going out of this, man. I know people take the piss out of the Carabao Cup, but it's a trophy. You're winning it at Wembley at the end of the day. I just want... And as Chelsea fans, we always strive for trophies. I know when I see it like the Carabao Cup, I'm always thinking, get through that, because I want to get to the final. I want to win the trophy. And we're just out of it already. And it's not like it would have even been that fixture congestion. The quarterfinals in December, like we would have forgotten about this for ages. And then maybe what we'd be playing like someone like Southampton at home or something in December, and we could have been in a semi-final. So yeah, that's agonising. Like you said, just the opportunity to knock out Spurs comfortably tonight has passed, and you kind of saw that in the second half when the Spurs were coming on to us. I was just thinking, like, you fools, guys, why have you done that? Why have you just given up our chance to make this a comfortable Chelsea performance? It's never comfortable for Chelsea. It just never is, isn't it? Honestly,
no, we never do it easy though. We always love the scenic route. You know that.
I know.
Any final thoughts before we wrap this one up?
Final thoughts are that I'm going to be staying positive for the season just because there's so much to be happy about at Chelsea right now. I'm hoping when we get our full team back, we look better. But we need to see improvements in the style, in the play, in the tactics for me. Lampard just needs to speak to them and say, look, we need to get this done. We're going to play like this, defend like this. Let's get our system sorted and start winning football matches, essentially, because else Chelsea could be in for quite a worrying season. Crystal Palace on the weekend. I'd be lying if I say I'm looking forward to it, just because of the way we're playing right now. So yeah, that's where I'm going to leave it. I know you've got so many people to go through. Like, there's like the big weights for everyone. So yeah, thank you for letting me on again, mate.
Oh, bro, thanks for coming on, man. Again, if you're here on Saturday, jump on, bro.
Yeah. I'll see. I'll speak to Sammy and stuff.
Oh, I appreciate it, bro. Take care.
See you, mate.
All right, cool. We've got 3 more guests, and then we're gonna end this. Adam, you're right, bro. Sorry about the way up, man.
No worries, no worries.
How's your day been?
Oh, yeah, it was all right. Apart from the result, it's all been good. It's all been good. Yeah.
How's your thoughts been?
Oh well, it's a loss to Tottenham. I don't care if it's the Carabao Cup, to be honest. You know, I couldn't care if it's a pre-season friendly. We're playing Spurs, and we started off really strong. You know, down the wings we were looking threatening.
Yeah.
Get the ball to Werner 1-0 up. We look good. We were pushing at Spurs. In the second half, we looked a different team, or they looked a different team. We allowed them to come at us, and it just, we invited the pressure, and that goal was coming, Lamella's goal. And yeah, I mean, apart from that, we defended very well today. I thought we actually looked. You could tell as a unit we're defending a lot better than we did compared to last season, which I'm happy about. But it's just typical Chelsea to allow that to happen. As always, as the last guy said, we never make it easy for ourselves, do we? Ever?
Yeah, I think that's a great way of describing it. We don't make it easy for ourselves. But do you think this game was more Jose managing the game brilliantly, or do you think it's us just missing a brilliant opportunity to embarrass Spurs?
Well, I mean, we had that for years at Chelsea. So you knew how Mourinho was going to set up today. It was just going to be everyone drop back and hope for the best going forward. Because listen, they've got a jammed fixture list coming up. They've got Europa League in 2 days. They've got United on the weekend. So It wasn't going to be their strongest squad today, but we knew Mourinho was going to set out to defend today, and they defended well. To be honest with you, they didn't really. I mean, apart from Werner's goal, he didn't really get. He wasn't in the game, and Giroud wasn't in the game. We're hoofing up to Giroud, about four defenders man marking him, and there's no support for Giroud either. So it's like it just didn't seem great, to be honest. Going forward,
would you have changed anything with the substitutions or the tactics in hindsight?
I think Emerson should have started because, as Craig said, it was a sub wasted. Even though Chilwell did play well, to be honest. I mean, if we knew he wasn't going to last 90 minutes today, we should have maybe played him at Palace or the weekend or the Saturday, and maybe gone with Emerson today. Also, I would have thought Havertz and Barkley were on the bench, and we kept Mount on. And I like Mount, and it's not his fault he missed the penalty. These things happen. However, if you're gonna play him every single minute of the season, I'm pretty sure we played 55 games last season. He played in 53 of them. The guy's gonna be tired. He's gonna make mistakes, and today he did make a couple of mistakes. For example, all right, he tried to play Werner in, but it didn't go through. You could tell he was tired. So
yeah.
I mean, it's not his fault he missed the penalty. I don't like the stick on Mount because he is a very good player. He's a very good player. We all know
the Mount agenda is going to be all on him tonight, and it's
I mean, it's I know, but they'll use anything as an excuse to get onto Mount. It's you know what it's like on Twitter. It's completely toxic.
Yeah, agenda,
and especially with our fan base, is unbelievable. And Jorginho as well. I didn't think Jorginho was bad today. I thought he was actually he played well. I thought in midfield in the first half he was all right. I thought he was better than Kovacic. I didn't think Kovacic played great today either, to be honest.
I think they were both good at stopping them transitioning, but going forward, they were good at keeping possession, but there was nothing decisive. There was no real bite.
Yeah,
there wasn't really any direct passing. It was just like we felt on.
Yeah, I felt we were a lot open in midfield in the second half compared to the first half. I thought obviously we had control of the game in the first half. The second half, they had more of the ball, and I'd say we kind of lost the midfield battle in the end in the second half, which allowed our defence to be exposed. And unfortunately, Kane comes on. The ball comes into him. Unfortunately, Lamella's at the back post to score. But, as soon as Kane comes on, I just knew. It's not really good enough either. And you have to question the manager. And I love Lampard, and I'm Lampard in. The guy's an absolute legend. But you have to look at some of the decisions he's making. Is it the right decisions? For example, I just don't think Mount should have been on the pitch for the full 90 minutes. And I don't think, and I'm not hoping, but I'm thinking he won't play Mount on Saturday. It's time to maybe keep him out of the limelight. For a while.
I think he definitely needs a bit of a rest.
Because he's going to end up getting injured if he carries on playing. He's going to end up pulling his hamstring or something. You can't continuously play him for 90 minutes. We spent 250 million to 300 million this summer, and he's still playing game in, game out. And I understand Pulisic and Ziyech ain't fit just yet. However, will he still be playing when them two are back? And something tells me that he will be playing when them two are fully fit and back. To be honest,
the question is who's going to be benched for him.
Yeah. Oh, well, it better not be Pulisic. That's what I'm saying.
I absolutely hope not. But bro, any final thoughts?
Just it was probably we're expected to win silverware this season, and I would say the Carabao Cup would have been the easiest chance to win silverware, and we could have knocked out Spurs today, and it was a decent Spurs side, but we started our starting 11 was a lot better than their starting 11, 100%. So. But thank you for having me anyway.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. Well. Thanks for being patient as well. Because
no worries. All right, nice one. See you soon.
Take care, bro.
See you later.
All right, cool. We've got 2 more left. I'm gonna go for the one with video as well. I'm gonna come to you last. But sorry about that, bro. What are you saying, man?
Oh, I'm all right, thanks. How are you?
I'm good. What are you saying?
Oh, it's just a frustrating night, isn't it? Really,
Oh, yeah, video as well. I feel terrible now.
Sorry,
what are you saying anyway?
It's just a frustrating night, isn't it? It's the game was there, the situation was there. Spurs playing every day pretty much, Jose Mourinho and all of that. It's just like I feel like in the first half we had control of the game, and I don't know if it's complacency or what it was, but it just the second half they came out probably a lot quicker than we thought they would, and just never really got that control in it. The midfield at the moment has been, I think, so unbalanced in all the games we've played. He just can't find that pairing. Like at the end of last season, everyone was talking about 2-8s and Kante, but he's not gone with that so far. Obviously, Mount and Havertz having to play on the wing, but
we still need that actual DM, don't we? Because I love
Kante and that guy. He's not that guy. He's going to run around, which is brilliant. Like he's so good at that. But if Kante can't play as a DM and we want to play 2-8s, where's Kante fitting in? Like he's got to play somewhere, doesn't he?
We've got such. It's one of them good selection headaches, but it's one of those you still need to find an answer for as well.
Yeah, for sure. I just think at the moment we've not got like the sort of tools to play what Lampard wants to play. We just need an anchor in there, some guy just to sit there. A Declan Rice, maybe, for example. You know, like.
Do you think it could happen?
Yeah, I hope so. I just think one of the things about Mount tonight is he clearly wanted to rest Havertz, but I think because he wants to play sort of two attacking midfielders, two of Barkley or Mount or Havertz were going to have to play. And in the end, he just went for the sort of more balanced midfield, and it just didn't really work. Like Kovacic was a little bit non-existent. Jorginho was just sort of floating around. As you say, like there was no sort of punch from the midfield today. I was just a little bit confused by where we were going. We had a lot of the ball, a lot of possession, but there was like Giroud hardly touched the ball because no one was passing it into him. Like nobody wanted to play the killer pass.
I think with Giroud, I just don't think it was the right game for him.
No,
because
like against Liverpool, you bullied Van Dijk, hasn't he?
They could link it up to, but there was so many players around him in that defense. It was just too hard for him.
Yeah, and like I know people was just a thing on the mentality. Mendy's mentality, is so good. It's almost like attacking from a goalkeeper. He sees the ball and he's like, right, I'm coming for it every single time. And Kepa's just like shying away from it. It must be reassuring for the defense just to know he's coming. Like there are balls into the box that are going on the penalty spot and he's already there. Like the cross is already taken because he comes off his line, everyone else just backs out of it straight away. That sort of reassurance. I don't know if it's just because it's a new keeper or just because it's Kepa, but man, it felt so good to just be
Kepa and Willie at the same size.
Like let's be honest, we've not seen anything of this guy. We just know he's tall. But everyone was so confident, so much more confident.
It's because the standard is literally...
it's on the floor, isn't it? On the floor. It's ridiculous.
Man can catch a ball, we will all cheer. If there were away fans, that would have been bigger Lins than 1-0 when he caught the ball. We already know that.
Like, look, the man's going to come for everything that like goes in our half, which is fair enough. So, like, he's going to make a mistake, but you've got to back it because he's going to come out and take so many. It's going to be well worth it at the end of the day. Just touching on the errors thing, errors are made in football matches, and we make a lot of them in the defence. It just always results in a goal at the moment. I do sort of sympathise with Lampard because he's not telling Emerson to be lazy. He's just stupid at the back post. Like it's just
both left so dumb. I'm so glad we got Chilwell.
Like that's the sort of thing. Chilwell wasn't amazing tonight, but he didn't do anything wrong, did he? He didn't let his man go. No. He's not the quickest. He's just solid. He's just there. He's just solid. He's not going to be actually cold, but he's going to be such an improvement.
Yeah, especially compared to the left backs that we've had over the last 2 years. Honestly, I didn't care who we signed. I really didn't.
Yeah, it was just going to be better. They were just going to be more in touch with the game, more defensively aware. The point is, I can't remember who we played against. Was it Brighton? And Emerson came on the wing, and you just think, well, that just sums the guy up. He's just not a left back. We've subbed him on to go left wing because we don't trust him to go left back. Like the other thing I think maybe with the Chilwell selection was Lampard might have seen 50, 60 minutes of him and gone, right, he's playing at the weekend. We get him off now because 60 minutes with Chilwell and 30 minutes of Emerson today is much better than ending up with like 90 minutes of Emerson at the weekend. I think like Palace is a much, much bigger game now than this Spurs game was ever was. Like the league is going to be the most important thing again. Like especially for minutes for Chilwell. It's literally his second game for Chelsea, and the other one was against Barnsley. Like slow steps, but he's seen 60 minutes. He's seen enough. You're playing at the weekend. Get in there. Go shore that defense up. Like it'll come.
All right, bro. Any final thoughts?
Just stay positive. Like, come on. Like these things don't happen overnight. This is Chelsea Football Club. We've not had a manager for like longer than 2 years in so long. Just stick with it. The change will happen. We're on the way. It's like Lampard's learning. We're learning as a club. The players are learning. They'll get there, but they've got to get there together, and you've got to give them time for that. Chopping and changing now would literally be the most catastrophic thing this club has ever done. Can you imagine that? Like, you change a manager at the time when the players don't know each other, the young players aren't confident. It would just be ludicrous.
Mm-hmm.
Just stick with it. We're going in the right direction. Just be confident about it and just back it.
All right, bro. Thanks for coming on. I hope to see you again on Saturday as well. It's been a good chat.
You too, man. Thank you so much.
Take care. All right, cool. We got 2 more guests coming on, and then we're going to end this for the night. First up, bro, sorry for the long wait. How you been?
I'm good. How's it going?
It's been a long ass night, man, honestly. You and me both. How are you feeling about the game?
I'm gonna lie to you, I thought it was a good game. I thought it was really good. Because, look, when Lampard came in, first and foremost, he said one thing. He said, look, what we're going to do is we're going to get a goal in the first half, and then right before the half, we're going to get another one, right? And he's talking about, like, that way you just kill it. So in the second half, when they came on, right, like Dyer went ahead and took a shit, and then they came and won the game. Like, come on.
It's probably a shit. I thought we went. Yeah,
no, he literally went and took a shit and then came back and then they won the game. Like, it's just some unacceptable stuff. Like, you have to understand that, like, the way that he plays Mason Mount, like, I'm a real lover of Mason Mount, right? I think that he's one of our most important players. Like, he is the catalyst of everything, right? The way that we defend, it's all because of him, right? The way that he starts it when he attacks, or when someone else does it and he comes from the second player and goes to the second player that they pass it to, that's when we create the most problems. Off of that, they make the mistake and then we capitalize off of it. That's when Jorginho makes those passes, when Abraham or Giroud is crossing, and that's how we get it done, right? Werner's goal was perfect. That Aspi, man, every time we want him to get benched, he wants to play himself into the team every single time. And it's like Willian. He always did that whenever he was with us last season, especially when he scored those Arsenal goals. And man, this game just showed that we need Rice. Like, we just need that one big body guy in the middle of the field. Like, you saw Sissoko, you saw and Dombele, they were just manhandling Jorginho and Kovacic, man. And I'm not gonna lie, man, Lamela was pissing me off. He was doing way too much. I thought he should have gotten a yellow card. He should have gotten a yellow card, just because I feel like if he had gotten the yellow card, he wouldn't have been as aggressive because he would have been scared. Maybe that could have helped us, but I'm not gonna lie, the ref was helping us. The ref was calling everything for us. He was really helping us that game. So I mean, at least he had a look. He gave us that, and Kovacic was going down a lot. That's one thing I want to say. He was going down a lot, and hopefully, every time with this team, man, every time someone goes down, I'm just like, oh God, what happened? And hopefully it's not nothing too serious, man. And one thing I really think is going to be well is I don't think we understand the importance of this Mendy signing. Like, can you imagine? Look, just not even the fact that in game, right? The man is 6'6", right? Willie Caballero and Kepa, they're 6'1", right? So even in practice, right, when you have somebody that is 6'6" in goal, right, that makes our offensive players better. They have to take better shots now on goal. They have to be more clinical, right? So Tammy, Mason, all these young kids, they're going to be even better. Ziyech, his curlers are going to be even more ridiculous. So once he comes in, the whole dynamic is going to change. It's going to be ridiculous. I just think that, like everyone was saying on the show tonight, man, we just got to stay positive because it was good. We just needed that one. I think Barkley should have played. Mason Mount was a little too tired, and I think Barkley can do some of the things that, like, it'll just carry the whole the whole play, the whole field of play, he takes it up a notch. He just moves it from the defense over to the midfield, and he just carries it forward. And that's what we need. Like, I think that's what Declan Rice would help with too. And another thing he would really help with, which he does a lot with Pablo Fornals and Mikel Antonio, is that long cross. He just sends it, and it's always pinpoint every single time. And then with him, we could easily switch the field of play. That would make it so much easier. And then, man, last thing is we need to keep, like, I'm sick and tired of every single, like, it's literally you're guessing every time. Like, I can't wait until 15 minutes before the game starts, and then the lineup comes out, and it's just random. You never know who's coming on. You never know who's it going to be. Like, I'm sick and tired of Emerson, sick and tired of Alonso. They need to get out. There's no need. We should have gotten Reguilon when we had the chance. His pace is ridiculous. That was it. He was killing us the entire game. He was running the full 90 minutes.
All right. Well, any final thoughts, bro?
Last thing is just, man, if we can keep a stable partnership in defense, I think we'll be really good. And then if we keep that stable defensive partnership, that'll, like, the rest of the field, the rest of the team, they'll start getting their confidence levels up, and then that'll make it really good. And then we'll see the connections that we see with Havertz and Hudson-Odoi, Havertz and Tammy. It's gonna keep getting better and better, and then we'll see what happens.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on, bro. I hope to see you again on Sunday, man. Sorry for the long wait.
No problem. You guys have a wonderful night.
All right. Take care, bro. Just in time for our final guest of the evening, bro. What are you saying?
Hey, Lewis, bro. I'm mad. Like, I'm crazy right now. Well,
What are you feeling?
At first it was really sad, but now I think I'm a little bit calm. I don't really know what to say, because I think Lampard lost us this game. I think Tottenham and Mourinho, they gave us this game on a platter of gold, and Lampard just somehow found a way to mess everything up. We could have easily won this game. Just even I didn't want to take off Mason Mount. We could have maybe bring in Kai Havertz for Jude.
Yeah.
And that could have easily changed everything. But instead, bringing Tammy Abraham for Jude was actually pointless. Taking Chilwell, when he took Chilwell off, at first I said, okay, maybe he's trying not to risk maybe another injury. But at the same time, I was like, okay, he was actually playing very, very, very well. And you could see when we were being countered, you saw how Emerson was just actually walking.
Sorry about
Emerson
that.
was
I ain't
walking
got a
back.
clue what happened.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Emerson was walking back. He was walking back, not even running towards to support the defense. And another thing is, I've been saying this thing for a very long time now, and I think sometimes maybe we Chelsea fans we have to open our eyes and really focus on Kovacic. Yeah, he was our best player. Maybe he was our best player last season, but for me, I wouldn't have given him that title, because I actually believe he actually does not deserve it. Let's be frank and say Kovacic has nothing to our attack. He has absolutely nothing. No one keepers a game. He does not make one keepers a game. And today you could have also say, while we were being attacked, it was walking back. Whenever we play Kovacic and Jorginho, it's suicide. I love Kovacic, but he has to upgrade himself. I have not seen any midfielder of recent who has nothing to going forward. Shaka, Vasina, Dan Shabeas. These guys, when they come inside, they try to make up some things. I love Kovacic because he is very good at dribbling, and sometimes the way it helps just to beat the press. But this guy he has to be like a little bit defensive, because right now he just on the ball is okay, but off it there's absolutely nothing. And that's the reason when I see Frank Lampard going for Declan Rice, yes, I kind of really, really like that deal. I really, really like that because I believe Declan Rice and Kante would be a perfect match for that midfield. Then Kai Havertz up front. If Lampard will be bold enough to bench Mason Mount. No disrespect to Mason Mount, but today it was the main problem with our game today was because Mason Mount refused to play number 10 role he was given. He was asked to play number 10, but Mason Mount, for once, I could not even find Mason Mount in the number 10 role. Whenever Kovacic held the ball in the midfield, they were always looking for someone to give the ball to in the middle, and there was absolutely no one there. And Giroud was isolated. Abraham also came inside, the same thing, and Timo Werner was running from running the both wings with no single assistance, no pass, no. And it's really frustrating though. And the most frustrating part of it is how is it possible that every Chelsea fans we can see these things, but yet Lampard somehow just don't see it match after match, match after match. We can say okay, maybe the mistake cost us these games. I've seen these things before with Rino Gattuso while he was the coach of Milan. Almost the same thing. He was a legend, and the fans were saying, "Hey, he's doing fine, he's doing okay, he's doing okay." But there was no consistency, and that's the same thing we are missing right now. You win 2 games and you lose one. You win 2 games and you lose one. There's no way we can win anything with this attitude and this kind of like mentality. Lampard has to like take responsibility. Enough of these Hazard excuse. I think we are giving him too much excuse, and he's taking advantage of it right now. We lost Hazard, but that does not give us any reason to concede 54 goals a season. And with the way we've started this season, who knows? It might be 100. And that's not good enough. That's not good enough. I think Sarri used almost the same line, the same defense last 2 seasons, and it was not as bad as this one. But Lampard, the setup, from now I'll no longer blame this defense. I'll just blame Lampard for these mistakes and everything, because the setup, it opens our defense. Today we could see Tottenham in the second half. After trying to beat our prey, after trying to play from the middle, they could not. They started playing it long, and Chelsea we could not playing it to Sergio Regulon. I don't know what's called, and Chelsea defense was now open. Aspilicueta was nowhere to be found. They tried it about 3-4 times, and every time it worked for them. The same thing Arsenal did in the FA Cup final. The same thing Liverpool did with Sadio Mane. When they see they can play it through the middle, they just play it long, and the defense will just be exposed. And I think right now that's the pattern and the tactics coaches are using against Chelsea. They just try to play it long, and with Aspilicueta and everyone there, they cannot do anything to it. They know that when you press Chelsea, they must give you a goal. When you press Chelsea, there must be a mistake. I don't know. I think right now is a course every game, from the goalkeeper to the defense, from defense to Kovacic. Even Kovacic today, if it had been maybe a Premier League game, maybe the referee would have just maybe leave. Maybe the referee could have given them 2 goals, because Kovacic, he lost positions twice in just front of the defenders, and the referee said, okay, free kick. But in the Premier League, the referee could have just said, okay, carry on, and they will score easily like that. That's not good enough. Lampard has to I love Lampard. I love Frank. I love Messi Man. If Frank Lampard can actually play Messi Man in the number 8 role, and Messi Man also has to not prove himself, but he has to improve himself. He has to improve himself. And for although actually, I think he played quite alright today. I think he played quite alright today, but I think he can also do better. I think he can also do better, because today Kante played about. I think he played about 15 minutes, and he had most successful dribbles in the game. While Odoi, Mason Mount, Timo Werner, and Giroud, they combined, they could not even do anything like that, and that's not good enough for Chelsea if he wants to actually start for Chelsea, that's not good enough. Bro.
Sorry, bro. Yeah, thanks for coming on, bro. I really need to cut off. Is there any socials that you guys want to plug before you come off?
Thank you very much.
All right, safe, bro. Appreciate you coming. All right, I definitely need to take a break because it's been going on for ages. I'm going to leave it to Sammy to do the end of this watch along because I fully need a break. Sammy.
Yes, guys.
Go to the cheeky substitution, bro.
Cool. You go and do your collab with Louis on his personal channel. Cool. And I'll do the others. I can't add them though, so you can add them and then.
Yeah, that's calm. We're going to do a little cheeky substitution. So, guys, take care.
Cool. Yes, Nipan, how you doing?
Not bad. How are you?
Am I saying your name right? Nipan, it is like that, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Unfortunately, it's not the score we wanted.
No. But I think you saw this. What I wrote in the chat that Chilwell shouldn't have been subbed off. He would not have made that same error Emerson made that led to Lamella's equaliser.
So you're blaming individual mistakes again? Because I am. I do think it's I think it's individual mistakes and Lampard gets some wrong. But what do you think?
Well, do you watch a Chelsea fan called Have Hope Football Hut?
Yes, I do.
He's a Nigerian guy, always wears sunglasses.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he has some sort of agenda against Mason Mount.
Yeah, a lot of Twitter guys hate Mount for some reason. I understand when Mount does some things wrong, but there's so many worse players in our team to focus on. I don't know why people focus on Mount in a negative way.
A lot of people say it's because, he's English, he's from the academy, he's Lampard's son. No, I think Have Hope said this, that he sees... remember Harry Redknapp, how people used to bully Lampard himself when he was at West Ham? I think a lot of people... Lampard is doing the same with Mount, what Redknapp did with Lampard, if that makes any sense. So I think Chilwell shouldn't have been taken off the pitch. He should have stayed on, and who knows, we would have probably been through to the next round. I so wanted to meet Arsenal.
He's been the most objective. They're finally getting the good comments in. In my opinion, I think I should get rid of Lewis and have you the host of the next week's show.
Well, I don't know about that, but individual errors. And the other thing, Lamella, oh my God, he was so frustrating. That dive!
So you're saying it wasn't a penalty whatsoever? I mean, you're saying that dive...
He went down
instead. He should have got a yellow, innit? He didn't even get booked, didn't he?
I don't know if that ref was a Tottenham fan or not. But besides, my main beef is with Fulham, not Tottenham. So...
I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I think the performance was so bad, I don't really care about the ref.
Yeah, we can't blame the ref anymore. But I just feel that Lamella should have at least been booked for that.
Yeah, it's a shame, but I think there's so many issues with our own team, and to blame Tottenham for stuff.
Yeah,
because there's so many things to talk about. That was a weak Tottenham team, so we had a great advantage.
Kane on the second half.
But we still had 45 minutes without their best striker, one of the best strikers in the world.
But he's not better than Lewandowski. He's not better than Aguero.
But still,
he's probably on par with Aubameyang.
Yeah, but it's still even better. One of the best strikers in England. We had a chance to keep a clean sheet. Sorry, had a chance to. What am I trying to say? It was our time to score the goals, not Tottenham, without their best players on. So we didn't make the most of it. And the minute their subs came on, they scored. So,
but yeah, I see. But yeah, I'm seeing signs of Mendy. I think he's going to be a really good keeper for us. I mean, he went at those chances. Kepa would have ran away from them.
I'm not going to get too excited because
me neither.
Because look, he's 28. If he was good, why hasn't a big team signed him a long time ago?
But remember what happened the last time we signed a goalkeeper from Rennes?
What, Peter Cech? Yeah, but how old was Peter Cech when he signed?
I don't know, but then if you look at goalkeepers, they prime later than a lot of goalkeepers, defenders, defensive midfielders. They're usually late bloomers.
Well, I'm gonna put my faith into Peter Cech. So if Peter Cech says he's good, I believe he's good. However, that was one of the worst penalty goalkeeping position I've ever seen in football. He went the wrong way every single time.
Yeah,
and for 3 or 4 penalties, he'd refused to go left. And then the one time he went left, Kane went right. Like, what is this?
Yeah. So Have Hope said this in his stream. He should have, and I agree with him on this. He should have subbed off Mendy before the final whistle, brought on Caballero because he's really good at saving penalties.
Should have came on, didn't it?
Yeah.
Came on. But do you think Peter Cech expected the 1-1?
Don't think so. But like I said, that I blame Emerson for that equaliser.
Of course, it was. It's his side. But the thing is he going to play against Palace?
Please,
no. So
no. I hope Chilwell stays on for the full 90.
I think that's why he came off, to be fresh for Premier League, no?
Yeah, I hope so. I just hope we are not wearing matching jerseys on that day.
Well, I know Alonso's probably not going to be on the bench at all. So Emerson, so we'll probably definitely be Emerson or Chilwell, wouldn't it?
Yeah, we need to buy a backup for Chilwell.
100%, because if our 2 other left backs are causing goals every week, we can't really have. They're not suitable even as a sub, isn't it?
Exactly.
Because these cup games we have to take serious, but it's also a chance for the subs. So we still need good subs, and that's where Chelsea was good at years ago. I remember Mourinho. Mourinho loves big squads, doesn't he? And City, look at City's B team. It's much better than our A team, and that's why they do well.
Yeah, man.
But anyways, maybe I'm just going to just pause you for 1 second. I just need to plug ourselves, guys. If you want to get Football Manager 21 very early and at a discounted price because it's ready for pre-order, and you get an additional 10% off if you use our code BluesFansTV. It's in the description below. So let me repeat yourself. You get a pre-order discount, and if you use our code BluesFansTV, you get 10% off. And it's going to be the cheapest way you can get Football Manager, and it supports the channel. And lastly, just to plug ourselves one more time, if you want to get any Chelsea gear, Chelsea shirts, whatever, use our link below. We do get a small commissions. I do want to buy Lewis a new microphone, new camera, whatever. So if you want to support the channel, please buy your next Chelsea gear from Kitbag with our link below. But anyways, enough waffling from me. Sorry, Nipam, what was you going to say?
You'd make an excellent salesperson.
Hopefully, the results can actually prove that.
So yeah, in a few, either today or tomorrow, whenever I get time, I shall do my player ratings live stream. Nice. All of my videos will be live.
We should ask Lewis to do a collab with you. I'm sure he would do that.
Yeah, a StreamYard collab.
Yeah, you and Kev.
Lewis, if you're watching, would you like to collab with me for the player ratings? I do.
Yeah. No, don't ask him. Tell him.
Yeah, I don't know how. I don't know how to get hold of him though.
I think he's too busy collaborating with Louis Beneventi. Maybe when he's not doing that, he would have time.
I thought they fell out. Him and Louis Beneventi.
Oh, they're best friends now.
Oh, okay. I just hope he didn't hear what I said. Just hope he didn't hear what I said.
Yeah, it's all good.
Okay. I'm just scared that Lewis might have heard what I said about him and the other Louis.
Well, it's only Louis. Who cares?
Lewis, say no. Geordie, this guy must be a Newcastle fan.
Yeah, it.
So yeah, Louis, if you're listening, I would love you to collab with me for my player ratings video. So that will either be tomorrow or the day after. So until I get a good webcam, until I find out a way to pre-record my videos on the MacBook, I'm gonna have to do all my videos as live streams.
That's fine. Guys, don't watch Carefree Lewis's videos from now on. Watch Nipan's channel, understand?
Okay, I don't want you guys to fall out.
Watch Blues Vans TV, obviously, and then head on to Nipan's channel. Unsubscribe from Carefree Lewis.
Guys, I don't want you guys falling out. I don't want you guys... Does he know you're joking?
Huh?
Does he know you're joking?
Who said I'm joking?
Oh, I hope he doesn't get angry with you now.
No, he won't.
Okay, so yeah, if anyone's listening, my YouTube channel is just my name, Nipan Sharma, and I usually do live streams, watch-alongs, player ratings, and sometimes even live streams for other Premier League games. I try to keep myself free for Chelsea, though, most of the times.
Put in the comments, everyone comment, Lewis, collab with Nipan. Let's make this trending on Twitter. Let's make it a hashtag.
Anyway, so
I'm going to text him right now. So I'm going to say, collab with Nipan.
So yeah, my channel is going to be mainly gaming and football. Nice. But when I get a capture card, I will be doing some gaming streams as well. So if people are interested in that.
Cool. Well, Nipan, thanks for coming on.
It was nice speaking to you.
Okay. As you are a patron, as you are sort of player, you have access to be in every weekly show. So you would have the privilege to join Lewis against Palace if you're available.
Okay, what day is that?
I'm not sure, but Lewis out.
No, let's be nice to people.
Yeah, Nipan in. There we go.
He said Nipan out. Don't worry. Anyway, I will. What day's the Palace game?
You know what? Let me check for you right now. Chelsea,
and I just hope we are not wearing matching colours. Because my God, 3rd of October.
Yeah, what day is that?
I think that's a Saturday. What time's kickoff?
12:30.
12:30. Okay.
Saturday. Thanks, Pablo. Thank you, Pablo.
Okay. I don't know what time I'll be home on Friday night. So I might be here for the call-in. Okay, yeah, just let me know.
I'll meet Lewis. I'll make sure Lewis can't go. You won't be able to leave this video until he's done your video with you, okay?
Okay, don't.
Cool. See, we look after you. See, we all look after our patrons here. Guys, if you want to join our Patreon to come on our Lewis's weekly show, go in the description below. Because we get 1 million requests, and obviously we have to find a way to narrow it down.
1 million is like a whole city.
Yeah, exactly.
That's an eighth of London.
But anyways, I think it's been over 2 hours. Well, Lewis done all the hard work.
Yeah.
I'm going to end that stream here. So, Nipan, thanks for coming on. I hope Lewis will get to see you on his personal channel, Carefree Lewis.
Yeah.
And subscribe to Carefree too. And
yeah, I'm already subscribed to him. And please, if you haven't subscribed to me already, please do so.
Subscribe to Nipan's personal, of course. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching and up the Chelsea.
Up the Chelsea. I'll see you.